Bangladesh just went through a successful regime change operation, with Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina fleeing the country and heading off into uncertain exile. She had been in office for over 20 years, since 1996. The man who has replaced her is the Nobel laureate Muhammad Yunus. So, what just happened in Bangladesh? Was it a successful regime change operation? The troubles for Prime Minister Hasina began in July of this year, in 2024, with widespread protests, initially sparked by student agitation against a quota system for government jobs, which later evolved into a broader movement for democratic reforms. The word democracy is key in understanding American regime change efforts in a given region. The protests against Hasina's government intensified, leading to her resignation and departure to India on August 5, 2024. The army has since taken a supervisory role in establishing an interim government. The United States had been critical of Hasina's government, imposing sanctions on military officers close to her and engaging with the opposition, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, the BNP. This international pressure, combined with internal discontent, contributed to the regime change. Hasina will not be allowed to seek refuge in the USA nor in the UK. The regime change has significant geopolitical implications. Bangladesh's location overlooks the Strait of Malacca, a key strategic hub in the Indo-Pacific, and this makes the nation a major player in regional connectivity and thus a focal point for Western interests. This is important because the US is actively creating NATO in Asia, in order to combat the rising influence of China. In July of this year, Prime Minister Hasina visited China, where she secured financial support amid economic challenges. All this was done in the context of the Bangladesh-China Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership. This partnership comprises 7 key components. The first is economic cooperation, in which China has granted Bangladesh duty-free access to 97% of its products. The two countries aim to conclude a joint feasibility study on a China-Bangladesh free trade agreement and launch formal negotiations. China supports continuing zero-tariff treatment on 98% of taxable items for Bangladesh beyond its LDC graduation in 2026. LDC stands for Least Developed Country and graduation refers to a step-by-step procedure to bring LDCs into fuller development. And China encourages its enterprises to participate in infrastructure projects in Bangladesh, including subways, metro rails, roads, oil and gas exploration, hospitals, and water management. The second component of this partnership is political and diplomatic ties, where the two countries have agreed to elevate their relationship from a strategic partnership to a comprehensive strategic cooperative partnership. Bangladesh has reaffirmed its commitment to the One China principle, meaning the issue of Taiwan, and China supports Bangladesh's development goals under Vision 2041 and its right to choose its own development path. The third component is defense and security cooperation, where China is now a major supplier of military equipment to Bangladesh, accounting for about 74% of Bangladesh's arms imports between 2010 to 2019. The two countries signed a defense cooperation agreement in 2002, which includes defense production. They agreed to strengthen exchanges between armed forces and deepen practical cooperation in defense. The fourth component is development initiatives, in which Bangladesh supports China's Belt and Road Initiative, the BRI, while China backs Bangladesh's Southern Integrated Development Initiatives under the BRI framework, and the two countries also collaborate on projects like the Bangladesh-China Friendship Bridge and other infrastructure developments. The fifth component is technology and digital cooperation, in which China expressed readiness to support building smart Bangladesh and promote cooperation in digital and ICT sectors. Both countries also agreed to explore joint establishment of a digital innovation lab and strengthen investment in the digital economy. The sixth component is regional and international cooperation, in which China welcomes Bangladesh's bid for BRICS membership and interest in associating with the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and both countries support early repatriation of Rohingya refugees to Myanmar. Bangladesh is already a member of the New Development Bank, which was established by BRICS in 2015. This membership is seen as a positive step towards potential future BRICS membership. The seventh and last component of the Bangladesh-China Comprehensive Strategic Cooperative Partnership is people-to-people exchanges, with partnership that aims to strengthen exchanges at various levels, including political leadership, women, youth, and other societal groups. Bangladesh was increasingly moving deeper into China's sphere of influence, and the U.S. could not permit this to continue, given the crucial geostrategic location of Bangladesh, and hence American global interests. In other words, Bangladesh is a prime location for perhaps a future American military base. With the ouster of Prime Minister Hasina, America has reset the future of Bangladesh, and gained an advantage over China. And it is not by accident that the man who has quickly replaced Hasina is one Muhammad Yunus, who has won a Nobel Prize, and who founded the Grameen Bank, which gives microloans to the poor. He has been praised by all the Western powermongers, including Barack Obama. Thus, Yunus's globalist credentials are solid. And, lest we forget, microloans have been shown to further enslave the poor into lifelong servitude. But is that not the ideal status for humanity in the globalist playbook? In the years ahead, look for more of America in Bangladesh and a greater control of the Indo-Pacific with a wider version of NATO. It is a crucial win in the grand strategy to encircle and isolate China and Russia and keep the engine of U.S. hegemony humming. As for Prime Minister Hasina, she will disappear into obscurity in the UAE, Saudi Arabia, or even Belarus, wherever she can manage to find refuge. Her deals with China will have come to naught, because Bangladesh will now pivot to the USA.